Hey everyone, it's Albie. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd sort of come back with a just chit chat and get ready with me video just for fun. It's probably gonna be boring, but if you don't even want to watch, but just like and leave a comment or whatever, it helps the algorithm. So I thought that'd be fun. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a lot of bookish like questions or topics. I thought I'd just sort of ramble as I got ready. So yeah, I'm just getting ready. So the first like thing I have on my like topic board is the Titan implosion. So that was kind of like interesting. I definitely feel bad for the like the family, but it's, I don't know, like I really feel bad for like the son. There was like I think 5 people and one was a 19-year-old son, and apparently he like had a panic attack before he got on, and like they were dead bolted into that little like sardine can thing. So I felt really bad for him. But honestly, I've watched like morticians and stuff talk about it, and implosion is like the best scenario for what happened because it's so instant your brain doesn't even realize what's going on, which, you know, that is a blessing rather than suffocating to death, which, oh my gosh, I could not imagine. But that was just, you know, excessive wealth can be dangerous in my opinion, and just crazy. I mean, the one was the father son, like I said, and that's $500,000. So I don't know, that could have really changed stuff. But you know, to go look at the Titanic, which, you know, is like a cemetery or a graveside, so it's kind of like, you know, do you really want to do that? Now you're part of that cemetery. So I guess one of the better things that happened because of that is like it should deter like grave robbers from going down there, because if people could be like, oh, I can get a submarine and just go down to the Titanic and, you know, peruse it, they could go and steal stuff. I kind of forgot to say what I was using, so I went ahead and did my color corrector, and I just been mixing the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 10 Fair with the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Peach. And then for my under eyes, which I just did, I love this Maybelline eraser, and I use it in the 160, which is the pink, but you can see it doesn't look pink, it just sort of color corrects just like the peach one does, so it's pretty awesome. Now I'm just going to go in with some contour. So yeah, that implosion thing was definitely the hot topic of discussion for the past week or so. Definitely a terrible thing, but like honestly, don't go to like 2.5 miles deep in the ocean. I mean, NASA, I don't know if y'all need this, but like NASA at first wasn't discovering the sky, like outer space. They were the ocean. And like I don't think they could really ever do it because of like implosion and like other health concerns. So I guess you're better off doing the air than the sky. But yeah, they NASA actually started off by doing water first. I'm going in with my contour, which is the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Amber. Really lovely. I am pretty low on this. I've been using this for like the last couple months, and I do love it, but it's very, I think it's very expensive. It works really well, but it's just so expensive. So I'm definitely going to look for something different. I've looked at Walmart already. They have like, I believe the brand is Black Radiance. And it's technically stick foundation for people with deeper complexions, but I think they're like a matte formula, so I think it should work for contour. And a lot of people use like powder foundations that are just deeper, or a deeper like concealer for like contour, so I don't think it really matters. But yeah, I think this is like $36, and that's just it's a little pricey for me. Okay, the next thing I had, which is kind of ironic since I was like, this is expensive, is like, I'm calling it Nordstrom just because that's like my favorite bougie like department store, because that's the one I grew up with. But like having like a Nordstrom mentality at Dollar Tree. I saw someone recently online, and they were really complaining and bitching, or excuse me, fussing about how they were treated like a kind of like a run-of-the-mill store, you know, like a Walmart, JCPenney, Cato, and acting like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm so appalled by how they handled my merchandise at the counter. And I'm just like, isn't it to be expected? Like, I'm not expecting to be like wined and dined up at like TJ Maxx, you know? It's just, I don't know. That's just how I feel. Like, I don't understand why people feel like a certain uppity way when it's not even an uppity store to be like mad about not being treated like a princess. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of, it's just weird to me. Like, I don't expect that. It's like when you go to McDonald's, do you really expect to have the best meal of your life? You know what I mean? Ooh, Lord, that's a lot. Um, this is the NYX Sweet Cheeks. It's a cream blush. It is the shade Bombshell, which I do like. Oh, I use my hands. So yeah, I saw someone kind of complaining about like how they were treated in a store, and it's just like, it wasn't like they were treated badly. It was just like they were complaining about how their like clothes were like not folded and like put in a bag. But it's like you're buying shorts that were $7 each or something like insanely reasonable. It's like you get what you pay for. I don't know. Are people like mad about that? Or like, should you be treated like a princess at Dollar Tree? I don't know. Like, I just feel weird. Like, even when I've been to expensive stores, like when I went to the last time I went into Louis Vuitton, I was I was getting some stuff, and like I don't go to Louis Vuitton a ton. I used to. Just like it's not my vibe anymore. But they were like, "Would you like champagne or Coca-Cola?" I was like, "No thanks." I don't know. It just seems weird. Like, I don't want to drink a soda with in like next to a room with like a $10,000 purse. Like, I'm sure people do, but I'm like, no. It's just like, I was like, no, I'm about to go to lunch, which we were. There's a really nice mall in Charlotte, which is like 2 hours from me, called South Park, and that's where a bigger Louis Vuitton store is. We do have one in Charleston, but they were really rude when I went there one time, and it's really small. So we went to the one in Charlotte, and that's in a mall. The one in Charleston's like in a, it's weird. It's almost like inside of a mall. It's like a bougie set of boutiques that are like not a mall. That's like inside of a kind of fancy hotel, but it's like not that fancy. So yeah, it's just like it bothers me. I don't like when people act uppity for no reason, or like they kind of treat someone that's in like a service position rudely. But I mean, I understand you bought things, you want them treated nicely, but it's like, consider the source. I don't know. Maybe that's wrong. But it bothers me. It bothered me to the point where I wanted to talk about it to someone. So yeah, that's the blush. I really like it. Like, it looks really strong, but I do enjoy it. It's the NYX, and like it has like a doe foot. It's really, really nice. And like you saw, I did those 2 little dots because you can overdo it. And in person, it looks deeper. My camera, like, this looks terrible. My the contour, I put on way too much. But in camera, nothing shows up. I don't know if it's because I'm so fair, but like I have flushed cheeks, and I'm like, in video, you can kind of tell, but like in real life, it's like, oh, I have blush on. But like camera, you have to be like, I don't know. You have to look a certain way. The next is my next topic was dolls in disability rep, which I just purchased the Down syndrome Barbie. I did purchase her because she has AFOs, and I have to wear AFOs because I have cerebral palsy. My cousin was kind of miffed that apparently she doesn't look like she has Down syndrome, which I don't know if there's like always a certain characteristic, but needless to say, she's a very cute doll. I think she looks like if Barbie had Down syndrome. So if that makes sense. Like Barbie, I've never seen anyone that looked exactly like Barbie. Like Margot Robbie looks like Margot Robbie. She doesn't look like Barbie. So I think she's adorable. She was sold out for a long time, but she was like $10.97, and like I said, I bought her for the AFOs. I might put her on like a Barbie that looks a little more like me with darker blonde or brown hair. But yeah, I'm really excited for her. Yeah, so I have a lot of new makeup I've been using. So just, yeah, I'm all over the place. I also bought my niece, she'll be 4. I bought her the deaf Barbie. There's a Barbie with hearing aids, and I bought her that. That one was only like $4.99 on Amazon. So I've been doing this hack for months at this point. It's like I have oily skin and I use powder foundation, but it's just, I'm gonna use a little more corrector here. It's just using setting powder before you use powder foundation. I got a lot of discoloration in my nose, and I'm like subconscious about it, so I'm like always putting this like peach, and I don't wear full coverage foundation, so this kind of helps you not have to do that. So I'm just going in. This is the CoverGirl. Let me use this first. This is the CoverGirl loose powder. So I've been using the Coty Airspun for a long time, and I do like it. I like it, Coty Airspun. I don't love the fragrance, and I think There might be a fragrance-free one. I'm not sure. But needless to say, it had talc. And I know I still use stuff with talc. But I'm trying not to. It's just because, like health concerns, I guess. And just, I don't know. I breathe it in by accident. Like having talc in eyeshadow, like you're not going to be like, oh, breathing in your eyeshadow, so to speak. But like powder foundation and stuff, you're going to breathe it in. Like, I don't know if people still like quote unquote die from it, but like I was watching Trixie Mattel, and might have just been Trixie Mattel, the drag queen, or her and Katya, and they were talking about how people would die of something called clown lung, and that's because like back in like 17, 18, 1600s, whenever clowns were like first started out, they would like use so much powder because they didn't have like foundation back then, or like a Krylon stick. They would breathe in all that powder and then like fill up their lungs with toxin and stuff, and just like basically die from like what's it called, like suffocation, but it's called like dry drowning essentially, because you're filling up your lungs. So anyway, yeah, terrible story. But this is a talc-free powder I've really been liking. It's the CoverGirl Clean Invisible. This is the newest one. So the Clean Invisible is the talc-free one, and it is talc-free and fragrance-free, which I do like. This is the shade 110 Translucent Light. It looks pretty dark, but like it doesn't, I have not noticed that it oxidizes on me. And I don't use a ton of it. It's setting powder. It's not going to give you a ton of coverage, but it does help. I always feel like I'm going to miss a step. Before I go on to the next topic, let's talk about these eyebrows, because I don't think I've noticed them. As y'all can see, I look like that one actor that was like in those not Joaquin Phoenix, what was his name, River Phoenix movies. He's like in his 60s now and has like those eyebrows that are like half gone. I fell victim to a TikTok trend, and that was the shave off the ends of the tails of your eyebrows to lift up your face. No, I look like a hot mess. I look like a hot mess. So they're growing out. My hair naturally grows really blonde and then it darkens. So yeah, they're coming in, but oh my gosh, don't do it. It's not worth it, girl. Don't do it. But oh man, I'm going in with my foundation now. This is one of my favorites. I am going to switch back to another one. But I do love this. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. I use the shade 120 Vanilla, and I love it. It's kind of expensive yet again. It is depending on where you get it, it can be close to $20, which that's a lot, especially for drugstore. But I think I get it usually on Amazon, and it's like 11. So I do love it. It is scented. I think it smells like hand soap, like the blue hand soap. The kind, it's like usually like aquatic or ocean. So I don't mind the smell, but it's stronger, and it's stronger the more you use it. I have a number calling me from Georgia. I don't know who lives in Georgia. I have a lot of family there, but I'm not talking to them. Yeah, so it doesn't really smell as much the more you use it. And like I've been using this foundation for like at least close to 3 months. I used to use a lot more foundation, and I just don't need to anymore. I felt like I didn't wear a lot of makeup in high school and college. I wore my makeup mostly in college for performances. And y'all, I used Dollar Tree makeup. Like, I did not care. I would use Dollar Tree made like a dupe of the L'Oreal, because in high school I wore the L'Oreal, I think it's called BB cream, the L'Oreal BB cream, in probably the lightest shade, and it still turned orange. But I used and I didn't wear that every day. It was the L'Oreal. Usually if I had like a pimple or something, which never helped. It was L'Oreal, I think it was BB cream or CC cream. It was just whatever the L'Oreal BB cream was, and I wore it in either fair or light, whatever the lightest one was. And Dollar Tree started making like a knockoff of it, and the colors were better. They didn't go like as orange. They were more like a yellow base, like more of a neutral. And so I'd buy the Dollar Tree ones. They don't really sell the fair one anymore. I only see like the medium in store. But it was good. It was a good foundation. I would wear that, and then I just used white or clear mascara. I was like the only one. I used clear Maybelline Great Lash. I use it in my eyelashes and my eyebrows, and I used Burt's Bees. It wasn't like lipstick in like a lipstick bullet, but I was kind of like lipstick. It was a mauve color, and it had some shimmer, which I wasn't a fan of, but I didn't know. It was like a twist up, little skinny, basically colored lip balm, but it wasn't. It was more pigmented than lip balm. It was kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It's basically like if you mixed like a colorful lip balm and a really glossy lipstick, it would be that. It's kind of like these are these what are these called? Revlon. I think these are called glass shines. It was kind of like this, where it's, you know, if you had like a lipstick version of a lip gloss or lip balm. I really did like those. Those are really lovely. I'm gonna go in with some bronzer. Oh. I thought I used my contour brush for foundation. I was like, that could not be, that could go bad. I have so many baby hairs, like, you don't see it, but I end up like ripping my hair out when I do my bronzer on my forehead thing. So yeah, it's hard to talk and do this. Like, I watch a lot of people. I thought this was gonna be a lot easier. And that was the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer in the shade 2 Sunkissed. This does smell. It smells like a Barbie coconut. I don't mind it, and I don't smell it on my skin. Okay, my fourth topic is kind of like not relevant for right now, but I found maple extract at Walmart, and I was very excited about that because I'm allergic to chocolate. I can eat chocolate and be all right, but I'll get like a sinus infection if I eat too much. I'm gonna go in and fill in these terrible eyebrows. I've had to use eyeliner to fill in the tails because the powder won't stick to them, to this like bald stuff. But look, that fills it in pretty well. But anyway, I like blondies, which if people don't know, to make blondies, all you have to do is do a chocolate chip cookie recipe and don't put in chocolate chips. That's all it is to make blondies. This is the Essence eyeliner in a hot chocolate. I'm just using that to fill in the tails. It's not actually a good match. I have to make my eyebrows darker, but I'm not going to spend something when my eyebrow hair is going to grow back, you know. I'm kind of cheap about that. Well, anyway, I want to make blondies. I'm going in with my NYX. This is an eyeshadow from Dollar Tree of a NYX single. It's the shade Happy Hour. I use this for my eyebrows. It's like a kind of dark blonde, light brown taupe, which that's basically my hair. My hair looks a lot darker right now, but it is really kind of like a dark blonde, especially in the sun. It's really golden. But anyway, I want to make blondies, but I found like my mom had a birthday in May, and we went to go see her friend, and her friend got like one of those sets of homemade cupcakes. Not homemade. They're not like store-bought cupcakes. Like she went to a bakery and they make cupcakes, and one of them was like a maple flavored, and I was like, this is delicious. And so now I like want to make blondies with maple buttercream icing, and all the recipes were calling for maple extract, and I was like, I've never heard of that before. But I went to Walmart the other day and they had it, and so I was really excited because like I figured I could just use vanilla because it's not gonna be much different. And yeah, I was just happy that they had it because it'll make the recipe easier. But I couldn't find a good recipe for making the buttercream icing. It said like what you needed, but it didn't say like how much. And I, like, when you're a novice about stuff, it's hard to really figure that out, you know, like what do I put on, etc. I'm going to use the MAC Painterly paint pot to put on my eyelids. I've done this for years. I don't know if it necessarily helps, but I haven't had a bad experience from it, and it's just nice. And it gives me a little more coverage. I have a lot of dark hyperpigmentation on my eyelids and under my eyes and on like my chin and under my nose. That's why I have to color correct. But yeah, this works well. And I've literally used this probably close to 3 years. And I use it basically every day. And I just hit pan. Like, it was $23 when I bought it. I might repurchase this because it lasts a long time. And other people have used other stuff and it like doesn't work. And it's like, oh, well, this is a dupe for the MAC, and then it dries out on them like in a year. This is still fine. It's still going. So it's like, if it's not broken, why spend money on something else? So yeah, that's how I feel about it. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with my favorite eye palette. I thought about doing a different one, but do I? Let's see. I got a really pretty palette. This one is kind of scary to use. When I had that post on Instagram of Mimi from Drew Carey, it was when I went a little extra with this palette. I got this at Five Below. It's LA Colors, Charming Beauty. This was $3, and it's really beautiful. I don't want to use it today. I just want something like go to. So I'm gonna use my favorite palette of all time. It's the Naked 3 Mini by Urban Decay. At Christmas when I bought it, let me see if I have it in here. I'm gonna use it today. You got this palette and a full size, I've used it, a full size black eyeliner in Perversion, which is their black, for $29. I think now it's $32. But like when I legit use this almost every day, and I've used it for a couple years. I'm not like at least a year and a half, and it's still going strong. So, you know, I always recommend, they're not perfect dupes, but I love this. But if you don't want to spend that much, get these two elves. They're $3 each, but you can see this shade fell out, so I can't use it anymore. But this one is I Love You Latte, and it's 4 mattes. And this one is Cream and Sugar, and it's almost the same story. You get that soft beigey color, but these two here are shimmer. And you get this matte one. Let me show you the shimmers. The matte brown, and the same is almost the same colors. I think the matte brown and the nude color are basically the same. I mean, look, I mean, can you tell a difference between those? No. Especially on an eyelid, you know. So if you don't want to spend the $30, which you don't have to, but I really do love this. I love this palette. It's really easy to work with. The elf is easy too, but the darker colors, like if you want to darken the crease, elf, the browns can get a little scary. This one, not so much. It just works. I don't know. But I'm gonna go in with this. I honestly, what I do for my eyeshadow look, I use this for eyeliner, basically only, and I sometimes use this for eyeshadow, but usually this darkest shade is for eyeliner. I take these 2 mattes here, and they go above the crease, like I'm up in here, and then these 3 I just mix all together, and they go on the lid. And I literally take a brush and I go like 2 swipes, and these are the 2 matte colors. This is like autopilot, and I just do above, just because my eyes, I have a I think they're called deep set eyes, so like if I put dark on here, my eyes disappear. So yeah, I do this, and then I have like a bright light shimmery on the lid, and that's supposed to be the best for my eyes, apparently. I don't know. I was also told to shave the tips of my eyebrows off, and that was what do they call it? That was trickery. My next topic is kind of boring. It's just I've really liked Jennifer Lawrence's makeup and like fashion for the her press tour for No Hard Feelings. I want to see that movie. I kind of have like an OCD moment where I've wanted to see some movies in theaters, but I'm gonna make sure that my first movie back in the theaters is Barbie. And it's mostly because the last movie, and that's the whole eye. I'm gonna go in a minute with the eyeliner from this. But the reason why I want to see Barbie is, 1, I love Barbie, but 2, the last movie I saw before the pandemic started was Little Women, and that was directed by Greta Gerwig, and Barbie's directed by Greta Gerwig, so it's kind of like nice bookends. I don't know. So I'm sure people are like, what the heck, but I don't know. Sometimes OCD makes you do some weird stuff. Trying to figure out what to do. Like, I love that eye look. Like honestly, and on camera, it looks like I have nothing on. In person, it's like, you look nice. But camera, it just erases stuff. I don't know. If I put on the amount of makeup I would need for it to look like it does in real life, it'd be like Tammy Faye in real life. And ooh, sometimes I think that's going to date people. Like, you'll see people that are still doing like the full like mask coverage, like Estee Lauder double wear, and like a full coverage powder foundation to set it with. And it looks jarring in real life. It looks beautiful on video and on camera, but in real life, it looks sus. But if that's what you love, you do you. You know, I'm not telling you not to do what you love. But yeah, Jennifer Lawrence is I don't know. It's like a fashion renaissance, or Jennifer Lawrence Renaissance. It's been fun. That movie looks really cute. The No Hard Feelings. I don't know who that young man is. Apparently, he's from Broadway, and he did I don't know if he played Evan Hansen on Broadway or what, but I know his name was brought up with Evan Hansen. He's not Ben Platt because he was the original, but I don't know if he was like the second or if he was in the show as someone else. But that looks cute. It's based on a Craigslist ad about like these like a rich family, probably in like the Hamptons, and their son's like really in his shell. And yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but it looks really funny. So, and I just watched Jennifer Lawrence and Hot Wings, and I really thought it was a good episode. The sixth topic is bored with books. I've been kind of bored, not with reading, but I definitely got burnout with reading so much so quickly. Which I don't read as much as a lot of these big booktubers. And I sometimes I feel like I hope I don't come off like I'm making fun. Like I'll talk about, oh, they're on their 7,000th book, but I'm not like making fun of them. I don't want them to feel that way. So if it ever comes off that way, I don't mean to. Sorry for curling my lashes. I know that's like freaky. When you do it so often, it's like it's no big deal. I'm going in with another new product, the Essence I Heart Extreme mascara. I know this is not going to get a lot of views, but I'm just kind of having fun. And my niece, who's 4, she loves my makeup videos. So this is probably more for like ASMR for her. But yeah, like I was saying, I kind of had burnout. Part of it was I got a lot of arcs, which is wonderful, but I got a lot of the same genre. Oh my god, mascara on a baby hair. I had like 19 arcs, and they were all historical romances. And I like historical romances, but like it's like when it becomes like a chore, you kind of don't love it anymore. So that was kind of a bummer because I had to read so many like in March and April. I was like, oh my god, if I ever have to read a historical romance again, it would be too soon. Which is a shame because I love them and I have way too many of them. I'm going to go in and do the nude waterline. So I actually got an arc I'm very excited for. NetGalley. I did start with NetGalley because I like to save money. And I'm not reading physical books really. All the books I've read this year have been on my Kindle, which I really love. I kind of wish I had done that from the beginning. But like when you get really caught up in that, I have to have a bookcase. I have to have books. And like you'll watch booktubers and like, you don't need a book, so you don't need blah, and it's like you really actually don't. But like you also want to fit in. So like I feel like when I started my channel, I felt like I really wanted to fit in and be like everyone else. Like I have to put it together, but this bookcase is falling apart. And I bought a white bookcase because if you look at a lot of the bookstagrammers and booktubers, they all have a white bookcase. And it's like you want to fit in, you want to be with the Joneses. And you know, there's nothing wrong with wanting to fit in, and there's also nothing wrong with wanting to be your own self. And I think a nice thing is like with the wanting to fit in is like because we're such a niche group, it's nice to like be a part of something and have like a moment and a connection when it's really a solitary thing. Like you read books with your friends, but you're not reading the word for word at the same time, having the same exact visceral reaction to the story. You talk about it later and be like, oh my gosh, I just read chapter 72. Can you believe she got bangs? Or you know, whatever. So it's just it's nice to join in when you can, and it's nice to like be your own thing. But yeah, I definitely have too many books. Before I started my channel, I had 13 books on my shelf that I hadn't read, and now it's just the number's too high to count, and like I just want to donate them all or something. Yeah. That I used the LA Girl Ultimate Eye, and I feel like my eyes do look bigger. It does do something. It's called the shade Super Bright. This is inexpensive. It's like everything's gone up a little bit, I think, but it was like $3 at Ulta. So I hope it's still about the same. I do that first, and then I do the bottom lashes because you'll get it's just a lot of a cleaner look. I'm gonna do this, and then I'll put on lips, and then I'll come in and do the eyeliner. And I use eyeshadow as eyeliner. Got a little bit under my eye, as you can see. I'm gonna let it dry. It's always the best thing to let it dry and then get a Q-tip. My aunt and I were at Dollar Tree one time, and she's like, she's buying these cheap Dollar Tree Q-tips. And I was like, because they really are not good for like your ear and stuff, but they are great for makeup. So if you're ever at Dollar Tree and you do your makeup all the time and you use Q-tip brand, get the Dollar Tree ones for your makeup, because because they're not as stiff, like the handle's like plastic, it kind of bends and curves with your under eye and stuff. So it actually works a little better than Q-tip brand. But yeah, like I said, this has been all over the place. I am gonna film I think it's called the mid-year freakout tag. I want to film that after if I have time. My mom and I are going to lunch in a little bit. Now I'm looking for the Q-tips. Oh my gosh, I have so much stuff on this desk. Let me pause. So as soon as I got up to get a Q-tip, I realized I keep them on my makeup thing in like a little Ariel tin. Oh wow. I'm gonna go in with another drugstore. I think I've used, no, except for the Fenty, which I am gonna get a drugstore dupe. I've used basically everything drugstore. I don't know if I'm gonna list stuff in the description, but if you want to know what it is, I keep my makeup basically the same all the time. So if you want to know what I used, I can tell you even if I don't write the description. So yeah. So have I been bored with books? Kind of, sort of. I definitely want to read a few more cozy mysteries. I saw my friend Brandy. She read one. It was like a Chinese restaurant one that looked kind of cute. I don't think she really loved it, but I kind of want to read something similar. I did buy the first of the Hannah Swenson mysteries, the chocolate chip cookie mystery, and that is a Hallmark movie that I've liked. So I do want to read more. I'm gonna pause just because I have to do lip liner and I can't talk, so it's kind of boring. Well, I can come back a little bit. I can't remember her name, but I follow this one lady on TikTok, and she was talking about lip liner. And y'all, there's video evidence I have overdone the lining. And she was saying, like, if you want to overline but do it better, you don't start on your cupid's bow, you start on the corners, and that is helpful, but it just takes a lot longer. And I'm really not overlining anymore. I was really poorly, especially last year. Oh my lord. There's some pictures of me and videos. It's like all the way up here. It's terrible. This is the e.l.f. lip liner. Their new one. I think it's like Love Triangle lip filler liner. This is the shade Soft Pink. I do like it. I'm definitely a lip liner junkie. I like them just because I have kind of a small mouth, and I have a defined cupid's bow, so it's easy for me to put down like lip liner and then put on a lipstick. I don't know what I kind of, no, that's too much. I'm gonna go eat, so I'll put this one on. I don't love this. This is new. It's the Revlon Color Stay Suede Ink in the shade Gut Instinct. If you like a liquid lipstick but you don't want it in like a liquid form, you'll love this, but it can be very dry. Has that vanilla flavor, which I love. And it is kind of budge proof, but I don't love it. Ugh. Very dry. And the more you put on, if you put on like another layer, you don't actually have to because it's very opaque, but I just, I always swipe on more. I don't know, it's just a thing. It gets like, it drags. It's just not comfortable. I had it on like a subscribe and save. When I buy any makeup on Amazon, I put it on subscribe and save just to save the 5%. And I did it with that, and I had to like update something today, and I was like, yeah, I'm taking this off. I don't want to, I don't want that again. Now I'm going to do my eyeliner because my eyelashes have dried. Yeah. I think this makes me look older, which probably isn't a good thing, but it's also, I really like how it makes my eyes look, it makes them stand out more. But I know it also drags them down. So, It's kind of like a double-edged sword, but I do like how it looks. I do that, and then on my tight line real quick, I just do the top lash. I don't know, is this even like comforting? There's a channel I love, Emily Noel, I think is her name. She has close to 1 million subscribers, but she doesn't have like a high view count. I think she's like really big like in like 2011 and stuff. But now it's just like not so much, I guess. But she does these videos where she just like chit-chats and gets ready. I love them. I know this isn't my normal channel stuff, but I thought it'd be fun. And that's basically my look. I'm going to fix my hair real quick. I actually want to wear a headband, so what I do, these are my crisis bangs. They've really grown. They've grown out a lot. So ooh, see if I can get this looking cute. I swipe my hair behind my ears before I put my headband on, and I'm actually going to do the Little Mermaid cosplay. Oh, that's really cute. Hopefully no one's offended by that, but oh, it's really cute. I've had this shirt and this headband. I was like, oh, that's kind of like the live action Little Mermaid, so I was looking forward to putting it together, and it's really cute. Yeah, so this is my chatty get ready with me. If y'all really want me to put like everything I used in the description, let me know. Hopefully I didn't ramble on too much. Like I said, you don't have to watch this whole thing. You can leave a comment and then you know, like it, of course, but I know this won't be the normal stuff, but it was just fun. Fun to sit down and chat. Am I bored with books? A little bit. Am I still gonna read? Obviously. I think I'm gonna read a cozy mystery, because I'm not doing it with them. I wish I was invited with more stuff, but I'm like never on. I'm gonna read the Teacups and Murder book club pick, which is books with Samantha and Intentionally Bookish. It's called Mexico Margaritas and Murder, and it's like Thelma and Louise meets the Golden Girls apparently, so it looks really cute. It's like, I think it's a Kindle book, and I think it's like $2.99 to buy. So yeah, that's gonna be on July 2nd. I'm filming this Monday, June 26th, Ariana Grande's 30th birthday. No. So I want to have this up later today if I can. Wi-Fi is always an issue. But I just kind of want to have this up and then kind of have a normal schedule starting soon. Well, everyone have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all soon. Bye, everyone.